Greetings and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We're going to talk a little bit of strategy, going to show some pro attacks and defenses, and of course, talk about the single most overpowered unit in a defensive clan castle, the Super Minion. So yes, obviously, you know, yours truly and a lot of other players are using queen charges to get through bases, get that queen walk going, to clear a funnel or get ready for the rest of the troops, but the problem being the super minions, well, yeah.
It was at this moment he knew.
So super minions are the queen charge, queen walk killer, right? Now, obviously, there are many ways to deal with it, and I thought it would be fun to go take a look at Tribe Gaming and some of the ways that they chose to deal with defending super minions in clan castles in a recent high-level league clan war. So let's go ahead and watch Nick right here as he's going to roll in with a pretty typical Lalo attack. He's got that Zap Lalo going, but he's not choosing to take out the defensive clan castle. So these heroes are not rolling in with healers. So Nick didn't really expect his Archer Queen to last long anyway, but notice right here, as she rolls in, she takes down the eagle and then is faced with the super minions. However, this was not a queen walk. This was a queen charge. Some call it a Sui hero. The king, the queen both go in. They both sacrifice themselves and surprisingly get through the super minions, as well as that entire section of the base wiped out the beautiful funnel for the remainder of the Lalo attack. And you'll notice that in these raids, we are kind of fast forwarding through things. We're going to focus on the actual super minions and see how Tribe Gaming members have dealt with them. So that does mean we'll get to see a few extra attacks and we won't focus so much on the back end. Of course, yes, they did wrap up in 3 stars, but more importantly, how did they deal with the super minion in the CC? So let's move on and check out Exolis. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this player here from Tribe Gaming is attacking, and he's using a hybrid ground attack. You've got bowlers, witches, and of course a queen charge. In goes the blimp. The blimp doesn't quite activate the clan castle until it deploys, and then you see these super minions come out, and they are sitting in that poison spell. Now, the poison is not enough to stop those super minions from those 5 long shots, but watch right here as Exolis facing the headhunter and then the super minions with a beautifully timed rage spell, and maybe, I don't know, nerves of steel, luck, I don't know what it was, but the queen survives this one and gets through it, doesn't even use her ability in the opening of this attack, and that was long after the super minions had rolled out of the poison spell. So, you know, sometimes it just pays to be a pro, I guess. I don't really have an explanation other than notice that there were 2 super minions. That seems to be the choice. Most defensive CCs are not bringing 3. 3 is OP crazy against an attacking queen charge, unless, of course, you've got poison, you've got freeze, and you've got rage. Combine those 3, and you can stop just about any clan castle. Exolis picks up the 3-star, and we move on to another Tribe Gaming attack, and this one going in with, again, the Zap Lalo. This is Mido from Tribe Gaming, and again, we'll watch very carefully as we zoom in on the clan castle, and we'll notice another way to avoid super minions wiping out your Archer Queen is to bring some companions for her. Now, this is a bit of overkill, and we'll see the exact opposite of this in just a moment. But as you've got the Wall Wrecker and Ice Golem, the Barbarian King, and the Headhunters moving in to deal with the defending heroes, the super minions never really had a chance because there was so much rolling in here to tank for them. In fact, not 1 Ice Golem, not even 2 or 3. Mido brought 4 Ice Golems. There were 3 in the Wall Wrecker, and that causes a ton of freeze action. You'll notice that finally the super minions get frozen again, and this time the Archer Queen is able to finish them off. A very unorthodox yet entertaining attacking clan castle using the Wall Wrecker with 3 Ice Golems to just freeze down everything. And then again, like we saw in the first attack of the day, a beautiful funnel. Notice that the base is basically turned into a giant V, and that's going to keep that narrow pathway for the balloons. And it's another Lalo 3-star. This is pretty much the strongest attack in Clash of Clans right now. But let's again focus on the super minions, and remember, Mido tanked the super minions with, 4 ice golems. Let's see what Lex decides to do here. He's going to accomplish the same task with, you ready for this? 1 Valkyrie. That is it. Watch as the Valkyrie comes in and is deployed and is going to distract the super minions that are already sitting in the poison. The headhunter right here, the Valkyrie moves, and notice super minions firing on the queen and the Valkyrie just enough to split up the damage to keep the queen alive. She doesn't need her ability. She wipes out everything in that corner, and now the rest of the attack can go on. And yes, Lex is going to make this look easy and make me jealous and wish that I could do Lalo attacks. Maybe at some point, right? I always say you just have to practice, and I always fall back to just trying the Queen Charge hybrid. But yeah, okay, so let's watch as the funnel, a little bit different this time, not quite as deep, but it does get the Town Hall out of the way, which is key. In comes the Stone Slammer, and then finally, you see the Lalo portion way up from the top of the base, and there you could see that, well, this was really only half an attack. The heroes essentially took out 50% of this base. The Lalo portion comes in, takes out the rest, and Lex, again, making the rest of us look bad because, I don't know. I mean, I can copy these attacks, and it just never quite goes as well. Let's go ahead and move on to the easiest way next to destroying the clan castle, which, still probably should not be a thing, in my opinion. You saw the video where I voiced my opinion on that one, but let's go ahead and check out Exolis again with dragons. So, you don't want your archer queen to get wiped out by the defending super minions. Well, you bring dragons and balloons, and you do a little bit of funneling, and that's about it. So obviously, yes, the long shot ability is going to get some damage off, but very little issue dealing with super minions when you've got splash like the dragons moving in on the Town Hall. Again, it was a little bit of funneling right here. Beautiful use of an E-Dragon at the top of the base to, again, create that pathway through the interior of the base. And this one has me thinking, okay? Now, the Lalo attacks, maybe not. The hybrid ground attacks, I've been there, done that. But how about we start trying some dragon attacks? Dragloon, Zap Dragon, whatever you want to call it, even Drag Bat. These dragons are still extremely strong, and in my opinion, they are the most underrated troop in the game right now. You do not see enough dragon attacks, yet they are so strong if you've got a little bit of STAP. Spell timing and placement. Notice Exolis late in this attack, 73% damage. He still has a freeze spell and a rage spell. He's going to drop that right here at the end, and it seems like overkill until you notice how much health these dragons have remaining. It was a close call. This was very close to not quite being the 3-star that Exolis had hoped, but he pulled it out in the end, and again, just fun stuff to watch. The super minions, will they go away? Will they get nerfed? Will there be a balance change? There's always balance changes, but I would not be surprised to see the super minion remain the strength that it is right now. Simply because you remember that headhunters for a while were killing heroes left and right coming out of defensive clan castles, but players just learned how to mitigate their damage, how to control them, and that's essentially what players are going to need to do with super minions. Be prepared for any possible situation for any clan castle, and it also kind of gives a little bit of variety. So you've got headhunters, lava hounds, ice golems, and now super minions in defensive clan castles. But if you keep a cool head and just know how to deal with each different type of CC, you'll be ready, you'll overcome, and maybe you'll pick up more 3-stars like Tribe. But thank you, Galadon, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. That's why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to other people, animals, and planets. See you back here again tomorrow for Marvel Attacks.
Galadon, slow down, man. You'll sprain your tongue.